depression, anxiety, disease, poverty, violence. It feels like the world is collapsing, and you're just another soul trying to survive. But what if I told you, none of this is a coincidence? What if these pains were designed, programmed, to keep you afraid, dependent, and obedient? They create the problem, they sell the solution, and they call it civilization. But the real solution has always existed. It's hidden in the pages of ancient manuscripts, in the forbidden wisdom of the Corpus Hermeticum, a knowledge they tried to burn, erase from history, and keep hidden from you. Today, you're going to discover how to apply this ancient knowledge to finally break free from the mental programming that still holds you captive. Before I show you how to reprogram your mind, you need to understand how it was programmed in the first place. Don't skip any part of this video. What you're about to discover has the power to shift your entire reality. Imagine you were born inside a theater, but you never realized that everything around you was part of a set. The lights, the roles, the rules you learned to follow. They were all scripted long before you ever entered the stage. And the most disturbing part? Even your thoughts were part of that script, written by those who built the stage. From the crib, you were conditioned to obey, to believe you were broken, in need of saving, to feel small, separate from the divine, to chase happiness like it costs a fortune, while guilt is handed out for free. This is not just poetic metaphor. It's a system of psychological, spiritual, and economic control. A theater so perfectly constructed that no one realizes they're acting. But the ancient masters knew. And Hermes Trismegistus warned us in the Corpus Hermeticum. Most men live in illusion, as if asleep, dreaming empty dreams. They do not know themselves, nor what truly belongs to them. Modern science is only now catching up. Neuroscience has confirmed that your core beliefs and worldview are formed by the age of 7, based on repetition and emotional triggers. In other words, the way you think, feel, and react to life is not really yours. It was installed. And what rules the collective subconscious? Fear, scarcity, guilt. Advertising profits from your insecurity. Religion thrives on your guilt. Politics manipulates your fear, and the entire system feeds on your silent obedience. None of this is accidental. Edward Bernays, nephew of Freud and known as the father of modern propaganda, wrote in his book Propaganda, 1928. The conscious and intelligent manipulation of the organized habits and opinions of the masses is an important element in democratic society. Those who manipulate this unseen mechanism constitute an invisible government. And no, he wasn't warning against it. He was teaching how to do it. That's how mass control works. Create the problem, offer the solution, and keep the population distracted. In Manufacturing Consent, Noam Chomsky shows how mass media was designed to manufacture agreement, not deliver truth. In 1984, George Orwell unveils how language and thought control turn citizens into obedient servants. Chances are you've never heard of these books, have you? This knowledge feels new, but it's been used against you for decades. That harmless commercial for a new phone, a new insurance plan, a new candidate, was built on this blueprint. Mental triggers, attention hijacking, psychological control. While you thought it was just an ad, they were shaping your perception of what's normal, of what's desirable, of what makes you acceptable. According to neuroscientist Joe Dispenza, 95% of what you think today is exactly what you thought yesterday. And what you think, you feel. What you feel, you create. And in the real world, the biggest companies on the planet apply these same laws. They sell emotional illness, then sell you temporary relief. Social media steals your time. Big Pharma profits from your pain. Politics gives you the illusion of choice. Can you see it now? Everything was programmed to make you feel unworthy. If the Creator is love and exists in all things, why were you taught He lives outside you? Why were you taught to fear Him? Why did ancient spiritual teachings that once awakened inner power get twisted into systems that paralyze you with guilt and endless waiting? Waiting for judgment, waiting for salvation, waiting for someone to do for you what only you can do for yourself. When did faith stop being a force and become submission? And why is it that while you're waiting, the world is still run by those who don't wait at all? If this message is awakening something in you, like and subscribe to the channel. You'll be teaching the algorithm to bring you more content like this and helping awaken others who are ready. But ask yourself, what if this entire setup is a carefully crafted illusion? What if there's a hidden key inside your own mind, one that can break the programming? And what if, by reprogramming your mind, you could completely reshape your entire reality? Now that you understand how the script was written, it's time to learn how to rewrite it. And no, this is not about wishful thinking. It's about mastering the principles that shape your inner reality and breaking the chains that were placed on your mind. Step 1. Meditate to observe your inner dialogue. The first step to change your programming is to hear the voice that runs your life on autopilot. That voice that says, "You're not good enough. You'll never make it." Who do you think you are? You think it's you, but it was installed. Take time to sit in silence without distraction. Pay attention to the thoughts that come up. Write them down. They're not your truth. They're the script. And as Hermes said in the Corpus Hermeticum, man's ignorance is not due to lack of learning, but to failure in self-knowledge. Chadretis 10, the key. Science agrees. A study published in Frontiers in Psychology shows that mindfulness meditation reduces activity in the default mode network, the part of the brain associated with repetitive, self-referential thoughts. In other words, it quiets the loop that keeps reinforcing the same mental patterns. Step 2. Reverse the polarity of your thoughts. The Kybalion teaches that everything is dual, and that polarity is the key to mental alchemy. Opposites are the same in nature, differing only in degree. The Kybalion, principle of polarity. That means fear and courage, lack and abundance are the same energy, just vibrating on different ends of the spectrum. And here's the secret Hermetic practice. You can choose to mentally shift any thought to its opposite pole. Caught in fear? Mentally slide toward confidence. Drowning in scarcity? Choose gratitude, not as a blind affirmation, but as a magnetic frequency shift. This isn't spiritual bypassing, it's vibrational mastery. Quantum physics confirms this. Every thought is an electromagnetic signal sent into the field. And what you radiate returns. Step 3. Use the ultimate filter. Does this bring me closer to the voice I want to hear? This question is the sword that cuts through illusion. Ask yourself every day, does this thought, this belief, this action bring me closer or further from the inner dialogue I want to live with? It's not about right or wrong. It's about alignment. You are no longer reacting to the world. You're responding to the vibration you choose to live in. And when the outside doesn't match your inside, you no longer conform, you transmute. Hermes taught that truth is found within, and the awakened one walks among illusions untouched. Step 4. Reconnect with your divine spark. You were programmed to believe you were separate from the source, but the deepest Hermetic wisdom says otherwise. God is not far from us. He is everywhere, and we are in Him. Corpus Hermeticum, Treatise 11, Mind to Hermes. You are not a beggar of light. You are a bearer of it. And when you reconnect with the divine spark within you, the illusion of separation collapses. You remember, you're not just consciousness. You are the creative force behind the reality you live. Neuroplasticity confirms that new thoughts create new neural pathways. And when repeated with emotion and awareness, they override the old circuits. This is not theory. It's the science of inner transformation. So I ask you, are you ready to stop acting in a play you didn't write? To become the true author of your life script? To reclaim the pen and start writing a reality that reflects who you really are? Can you see what's really happening? Yes, the programming is real, but the manual to undo it has always been within reach, waiting for those who dare to seek. The Corpus Hermeticum is not just an ancient text, it's an initiatic map, left behind by sages who knew this time would come. And that time is now. That's why this knowledge was hidden, because those who access it wake up from the prison of the mind in which humanity has been trapped for centuries, and it clearly says, "He who knows himself knows the all." Corpus Hermeticum, Treatise 11, Mind to Hermes. That is the lost key, the bridge between human and divine, between limitation and creation. True spirituality was never about worshiping something outside of you. It has always been about remembering what lives within. And modern science is finally approaching the threshold of what the ancients already understood through Hermeticism and inner transformation. Max Planck, the father of quantum physics, once said, "Consciousness is fundamental. I regard matter as derived from consciousness." Niels Bohr, on the role of the observer. When we go deep into matter, we find patterns of probability. Nothing exists until it is observed. Werner Heisenberg, creator of the uncertainty principle, admitted, "The universe begins to look more like a great thought than a great machine." They're all saying the same thing, just in different words. Consciousness creates reality. And over a century ago, the Kybalion already stated, the universe is mental, held in the mind of the all. The Kybalion, principle of mentalism. That's why the 7 Hermetic laws are the antidote. Each one of them dismantles the illusion. Each one restores your power. Let's remember them. Mentalism. You are the cause, not the effect. Correspondence. As within, so without. Vibration. Everything vibrates, and you can shift your frequency. Polarity. Every thought can be transmuted. Rhythm. Nothing is permanent. Everything is cyclical. Cause and effect. You are not a victim. You are the origin. Gender. All creation arises from the union of the visible and the invisible. These are not religious dogmas. They are universal codes, engraved into the very structure of reality. They were erased from books, ridiculed in schools, but they've always been here, waiting for the ones with eyes to see and ears to hear. You were manipulated because you forgot who you are. But now, the memory is returning. And now that you hold the keys, what will you choose to do with them? Will you keep handing your mind over to those who profit from fear? Or will you reclaim the power that's been buried inside you all along? You are not your name. You are not your story. You are not what was done to you. And you are certainly not the limited version you believe yourself to be. You are mind. You are light. You are the all manifested in human form. The illusion was so masterfully designed that even your pain became profit. Your fear became control. Your ignorance became currency. But now, you know, and to know is the first act of liberation. If this video stirred something within you, it means you were already ready to remember. Like and subscribe now. This simple gesture teaches the algorithm to deliver more of this content and help spread this forbidden knowledge to those who are still seeking. And if you're ready to put all of this into practice, Download the ebook, The Key to Prosperity. It's a practical Hermetic guide that shows you how to transform your financial life using these very principles. This wisdom was once locked away by mystery schools, but now it's in your hands. The link is in the pinned comment, and the launch price is still active. Now tell me, what part of this video hit you the hardest? Share it in the comments. Your insight may be the spark that awakens another soul. And if you want to go even deeper, watch the video, The 7 Hermetic Laws Proven by Quantum Physics. It's the missing piece in this puzzle. Until our next initiatic encounter on the path of Hermetic wisdom.